What's up, YouTube? It is your football fan 2233 here, bring you episode number 3 of my losses to bosses. And as you can see, our team is okay. We need to apply some contracts to some of the players because they are running low. And then I'm also thinking about maybe when I have finished this Division 5, I'm going to buy a couple of new players, and then I'm probably I'm also gonna maybe like what is it called? Make a pack opening so I have some contracts, and then buy some players for the money I get out of the pack opening. But it's first when a good team of the week comes out. If any good team of the week comes out, or else I'm just gonna open some packs anyways and try and see if it's possible for me like to what can you say, like to maybe get some good players and get some good money for my losses to bosses. As you can see here, we come up against a side, a very original side, a South African side, very original, Chabalala, Kune. But anyways, it was me bringing me ahead 1-0. Then he scored on a penalty, Chabalala, and then it was Purdy making it 2-1. Then it was him, Scolela, making it 2-2. Then it was Devayo making it 3-2. Then it was Jolly making it 3-3. Then it was Malone making it 4-3. Then it was Ndulula making it 4-4. Then it was Brosco making it 5-4. 90th minute scripting, and then some more 90th minute scripting. Chabalala making it freaking 5-5 in this first match. So a very intense match. Indeed, it was very good match, and I really enjoyed playing it because there were action in both ends of the field. I was defending bad, he was defending bad, but both of us were attacking really well, so it was a very fun match indeed. Then I applied contract here to my manager. He needed a contract, as you can see on the screen right now. And then there was a lot of players now who needed fitness, but then it was good that I had some fitness card, so I applied this fitness card to some of the players here. And then, as you can see, we also gave Angle what is it called, a fitness card, and then we just found our next opponent here in the Division 5, and it took quite a long time. I don't know why it took so long. It was pretty frustrating sitting and waiting because you want to get going when you're recording and not having a lot of wasted time. But anyways, as you can see here, we go into a game versus a guy called Lolol, and I don't know how he got this team in freaking Division 5. Not very realistic. I don't know why he got such a good side. But anyways, he makes it 1-0. And then when he was in attack, I just, fuck this. I'm gonna join the Xbox Live party. I don't care if he's gonna score. So he scored for fun again. So that wasn't very good. Then it was Lewandowski to fire one hell of a shot. Then it was Hundelar's turn to fire one hell of a shot. Then it was Lewandowski again, smashing it into the back of the net to 5-0. But then it was Muller's time, making it 6-0. Nice goal there by Muller. But then it was the Vio finishing around Vise, so a nice goal there. But then it was Felipe Santana's turn, making it 7-1. And then at last, Devayo found Bianchi, who scored a nice goal to 7-2 then, and then it was Farfan crossing it into Lewandowski, making it 8-2. So I lost the match 8-2, a pretty big loss. Not very fun to have those kind of losses, but that's just how it goes sometimes. I don't know why. Shit happens, as you could say like that. And then my opponent also was a very big cunt. I don't know why he didn't want to skip what these things. But anyways, he didn't skip, and I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Why don't you fucking skip? I thought he was just world's biggest cunt, so I had to wait until all of the highlights were finished. And as you see, a lot of his goals were the what can you say? Were the what is this called? God damn it! Sorry. A lot of his goals were in the highlights. That's what I wanted to say. I'm sorry. Also, the Tour de France has started, and what do you think about the Tour de France? Do you watch it? And if you do, who do you hope will win? Personally, for me, I'm cheering for Alberto Contador, but I know some of you maybe not. I know some of you might be cheering for Chris Froome. But anyways, here we wanted to search for some contracts, and we needed to go up all the way up to 450 before we could find a contract. Who wasn't I was just checking through all the pages here, and I couldn't find a single contract that was not a manager contract for 400 400 coins. I couldn't find it. I don't know why. It was very frustrating indeed. But anyways, as you can see here, we applied the contract to Marco Di Vaio. He needed a contract, I knew, so that's why I went out and picked one up. And then also we just went on here, moved on a bit. Because there were also some bronze players who needed a couple of contracts, as you saw on the screen. So we apply contract to them. Apply consumable Castiglia, you getting this contract there, and then Brosco, you also need another contract. But then also some of my players were a bit tired, so I just moved on here. I didn't show you that I equipped all of the contracts. I didn't want to make it that long. And as you can see, we're searching for an opponent, and as you can see, this time it took quite a lot of time. But anyways, we found our opponent, Mr. Hislop Gaming. I don't know why. I just think that it sounds very YouTuber kind. I know that back in Bach 98 doesn't sound very YouTuber likely, but I think that Mr. Hislop Gaming sounds very what can you say, YouTuber likely. But then Libertasi made it 1-0, but then it was Sylvain Mavo getting it back into the box, and then was Sean Along Boomsong making it 1-1 here, Sean Along Boomsong. But then I found Libertasi some nice moves here, and then he smashed it OP near post OP. And then Libertasi again here trolling out on the wing, definitely trolling Sean Along Boomsong, setting him completely, and then he smashed it into the goalkeeper's hands, and then Di Vaio got the rebound. So a nice rebound goal there, and then it was Di Vaio's turn, making it 4-1. Then he made it 4-2, Matthew Valbuena, but then it was me with Marco Di Vaio moving on here into goal, and nice move by Marco Di Vaio, taking the goalkeeper completely out, and then it was the game ending 5-2 to me. So a nice game there by Marco Di Vaio, and as you can see here on the screen, we have 10 points now with 3 games remaining. So if we win this division, I'm promising you to go out and buy some players. And this is the end of the episode. If you liked it, please leave a like, a comment, and maybe subscribe to my channel, guys. And don't forget to check out some of my other videos. And yeah, you'll have a good day. Goodbye.